What's up? This is not your typical Onewheel review. So, the Onewheel, here it is. It's huge, it's heavy, it's fun. The Onewheel has been out for a while now. The original model, then the Onewheel Plus, then the XR, then the Pint. This is the XR, by the way. And there are a ton of reviews on YouTube. If you've landed on this video looking for a review, that's a miracle. But this is not going to be a traditional review. If you're looking for a traditional review, then go to another video. This is, well, where should I start? All right, so I'm 40. Well, I'm almost 40. In 3 months, I'll be 40. And I've been interested in the Onewheel since they really were a Kickstarter. It's been for a while now. And I was very interested in it, but it seemed like a risk, and I've never really been known to be a risk taker. So I never really pulled the trigger on it. Then about 2.5 years ago, my family and I sold everything we had and we moved across the planet to a small country called Moldova for work. And looking back, that seemed like a risk. Anyway, so we got back about a year ago, and my interest in the Onewheel kind of seemed to resurface a bit. And so my wife surprised me about 3 weeks ago with this guy, way in advance of my birthday. She wanted me to be able to enjoy it while the weather was nice, but I do plan on taking it out in the snow. Like I said, I'm about to be 40, and you may be thinking, maybe you've already commented down below saying, dude, you're too old for this. You know, I've had a lot of my friends say, dude, you're too old for this. You realize you're about to be 40. And I don't know what this means, but I don't feel like I'm about to be 40. I'm not sure what that's supposed to feel like. There are days I don't even quite feel like an adult, to be honest. I've got 3 kids, been married for over 18 years now. I don't know what it means to feel like I'm 40, so I can't really relate to that statement. I don't really feel any different than even when I was in college necessarily. I mean, I know that I'm different. I know I'm a different person and all of that, and I've lived, you know, a couple decades since then, but I don't feel old. And that really kind of is the heartbeat behind this review. So what is a Onewheel? Well, it's kind of like a skateboard, except for it has one big old fat wheel. No, I was not a skater growing up, unless you count owning a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle skateboard in 6th grade, a skater. I skated just enough on my road and my driveway to fall a few times, and then when my friends started doing tricks, I'm like, peace, I'm out, no thanks. And I dove into music. I'm a musician. That's what I do for a job, part of what I do. And so I really wasn't a skater growing up. But you know, I'm just in this phase of life where I want to have fun. I maybe call it midlife crisis. I don't know. I don't know what that means. But I just felt like taking a risk, even if ultimately this is a small risk. I felt like being a little adventurous. You know, because here's the thing. I believe that my best years are still ahead. I believe that I'm just on the cusp of living life, and that my best years are in front of me. So for me, what this kind of represented was taking a risk, stepping out there, having some fun, and enjoying life. And I'll tell you what, riding on this thing, it is super fun. So in 3 weeks now, I put over 100 miles on this thing. I did not capture video of my initial ride, but learning, and there's lots of videos on how to ride and what it looks like to learn to get on for the first time. I did not capture that. That's not what this video is about. I fell a few times trying to get the hang of it, and then I got the hang of it. And then at about, I don't know, 10 miles in, I had a pretty bad crash. I fell. I felt like maybe I broke a rib. I don't think I did. Maybe just a bruise. And then at about 20 miles in, just after the video that I'm about to show you, I had another big crash and like landed on my shoulder and felt like I couldn't really raise my arm up for about a week. But since that point, I've not fallen at all. And I know that I will, and I wear pads, I wear a helmet, I wear wrist guards, I wear knee pads, and all of that, and that's very important, especially for somebody that's, I guess, my age or whatever that means. But, you know, I want to be careful, I don't want to be foolish, but I think there's a difference between taking risks and being foolish. Here's a 10-second clip. This is the very first time that I videoed while on the Onewheel, and this is about 20 miles in of me riding the Onewheel. This is after I've gotten the hang of it. Check this out. So maybe you're like me, maybe you are midlife, you are around the 40-something age, and you feel like I felt, and just wanting to take a risk, have some fun, do something new, take a little bit of an adventure. And ultimately, I know I might look back and say, man, this is a very small risk. Who knows? Maybe it is. Maybe it's a bigger risk than I even realized. But I guess my encouragement to you is, if you want to take a risk, take a risk. If you want to step out and have some fun, don't feel like, oh no, now you're an adult, you are in your midlife, you can't do anything risky, you have to be grown up, and you have to be organized, and you have to be this. I think you can be all those things and you can still have fun in life. And so that would be my encouragement to you. And then a little plug, I'm not getting paid. It'd be awesome to get paid to make Onewheel videos, but I would say if you are interested at all in the Onewheel, definitely buy it. Now it's not cheap. I realize I'm not going to talk about how much it is. You can Google it if you're really interested in it. Not cheap. I'm very thankful for my wife for saving up and surprising me with this. But man, it is literally the most fun that I've had in my adult life. Hands down. It might be the most fun I've had in my entire life. Getting on this thing, feel young. I get lots of stares, lots of, what is that thing around town? I don't know if there's anybody else in town that has one right now. Maybe there is. I would highly recommend picking one of these up. I dig it. Real quick, we did get the handle to go on the side here, and then I sprung for the blue, or my wife did. I sprung, I guess, from the blue bumpers. I think the blue color is pretty sweet. Hey, here's a couple more shots of me on the Onewheel. Have a great day, and we'll see you later.